Yo, what up YouTube? It's going to be my first shot at a progression channel. Thanks for sticking with me, hanging around. I appreciate you. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a journey. I'm on my way to state championships, whatever it may be, as high as I can get. But I got some talent around me. I got some good mentors, some good coaches, some good opportunities. So I figured it'd be a good opportunity to film it all, document it all from the beginning. I'm pretty green. I'm 8 weeks in right now. I've been arm wrestling 8 weeks every Saturday for the last 8 weeks, both right and left arm. Right arm is much stronger than the left, I would say by a good 40%. It will be the arm that I focus on, but at the same time, I will continue to pull both. I'm going to try to be as dedicated to the sport as I possibly can be for a while I'm in it, and as long as my body will allow me to be. But I'm going to be smart. Naturally a basketball player, so I have long levers. I don't have the biggest arms, biggest frame, but I'm 6'2", about 200 pounds right now, naturally. Don't know if that's going to continue. I could afford to lose weight and drop down to around 185 and pretty comfortably. Or I could, for the first time in my life, try to eat the world and do lift heavy and compete with the supers and the heavyweights. I just don't know if that's something that I'm interested in doing yet. But nonetheless, excited to get stronger, to pull everyone I can. Every Saturday I'm pulling 20, 30 plus pulls as much as I can. So right now, what I've been doing is every Saturday, 4 p.m., I'm working out with about 15 to 20 guys, coached by our mentor, Dustin Allen, who's over at Arizona Arm Fighters. I'm also running that YouTube channel, but this will be more of a personal vlog. That's going to be more of our arm wrestling content from practices and from the events that we run. I will have arm wrestling content that comes on here, but just so you can differentiate between the two. First video here I wanted to give a little insight was our practice or pre-practice. So today's Friday, we'll have our practice tomorrow night. So I think I'll probably do this where I do a video before and a video after. I'll do some filming of the practice and incorporate that, but between the editing, these videos are going to go up quicker probably than that video does of the practice. I'll try my best to put it in between them too, the before and afters. But this week I've been working out the way I normally do. So Sunday I rest, Saturday I arm wrestle, Sunday I rest, Monday I'm doing light arms. So I'm not doing heavy on the arms really at all ever. Well, I am, but later on in the week. On Monday, light arms, just to get the blood flow back into the arms. I'm doing arm wrestling like holds, so curls with the arms tucked or the wrists tucked in, you know, things that would progress my arm wrestling, but lightweight, heavy, lots of reps. Tuesday, I do shoulders. Wednesday, I do chest and tris. Thursday, I do back and bis. Friday, I do legs. Wednesday with the chest and tris. Well, Wednesdays and Thursdays, sometimes I mix up. Kind of depends. I'll do back and bis Wednesdays sometimes, chest and tris Wednesdays sometimes, but between those two, I usually mix those two. But on Wednesdays, midweek, I always do a pretty significant forearm workout, hand and wrist, that kind of stuff. That has worked for me. I've felt myself getting stronger. I feel the aches and pains that every new arm wrestler feels, but nothing severe, nothing serious to where I feel like I can't arm wrestle on Saturdays. There have been a couple times on my left, but it really wasn't my arm. It was my shoulder, which I've dislocated a bunch. So I wanted to be safe to make sure that I wasn't straining anything in my shoulder. But other than that, I've felt comfortable pulling every week. I felt strong. I felt that I'm getting stronger with this workout plan. Later on, I will go into more depth as far as my workout, what exercises I'm doing and stuff like that, but just a kind of little rough draft of what I'm doing. Tomorrow's practice doesn't seem like it's going to be huge. Last weekend's practice was with Dallas Langston, which was great. It was at my house. I got to pull a lot. I didn't get to film a lot because I was so anxious to be the host. I was cooking tacos. I was making sure everyone was happy, setting up tables. So it was a different style practice, but it was a bigger practice. There's a lot of people there. There's not going to be that many people at this practice. This practice is going to be smaller. There are some people that think they're sick, so they're not coming to the practice, which is great, and we appreciate that from a responsible standpoint. But the next video I'm going to make has to do with ego in the Arizona scene, from what I feel, just from a personal standpoint, from what I'm seeing. And that's also something I feel like might play a factor in this weekend. Someone else is having a practice on Sundays, and we're having a practice on Saturdays, and they have a pretty good sized group. Now you have the option to choose between the two. And from my standpoint, like I said, I'll get more into it in a different video, but from my standpoint, I wish we could all just come together and have one huge practice and do it for Arizona to move the sport forward. Now, granted, there's all these people that are sick and stuff like that, but we can all be honest with each other. Arm wrestling is not a COVID-friendly activity. You know, you can wear a mask, but we're grabbing each other's hands and we're all sweaty and breathing. And so, nonetheless, I understand why we can't do big groups right now, but to me, it doesn't seem like COVID's the reason. It seems like there's other underlying factors. But not to get too deep into it, like I said, I'm very excited for this channel to do this personal vlog. I think it's going to mean a lot. It's going to do a lot. I'm going to try my hardest to put arm wrestling content on here for you guys, but it will be about my progression. It will be about my journey. So anyone on here that follows me and subscribes, I just wholeheartedly appreciate you. You're who I'm doing it for. The green arm wrestlers who can hopefully take something away from this, learn something. I'm by no means a teacher. I mean, I'm still learning so much in this sport. I haven't even had a year of it, so I'm not trying to teach anyone, but maybe guide through my trials and tribulations. So subscribe, share. Thank you so much. Check out Arizona Arm Fighters on Facebook and YouTube.